welcome to another exciting edition of $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
So today we're going to talk about buying.
Oh, good.
I don't know if you'll have anything to contribute because I don't know if you buy or not.
I do buy.
You
yes.
do buy?
I buy a lot, but I'm not Mr. Buys a lot.
Goodbye. So this kind of came up for a couple of different reasons. You've got a bit of back inventory to list, I believe. I believe you've shown us in the warehouse tour. You can see some. You've got pods. You've got all sorts of back inventory. I've got a lot of back inventory as well that at some point we're going to do the long-awaited tour of my garage. Try to find some neat stuff to list at that point as well. But this comes up because one of our viewers commented and asked me a couple of questions about purchasing. And you don't know what he was going to purchase, so I'm going to throw it off you and see what your thought was. He had, and I'm going to make part of this up because I don't remember the exact numbers, but let's say 200 Sunday comic sections from the 1980s and 1990s. Would you buy them?
Man, that's tough. Well, if they had, like Spider-Man or Star Wars, like the ones in the 70s, I certainly would buy those.
You'd end up keeping them, though, so that's not a money
How many
maker.
do you have again? 200?
Say 200 of them, something like that.
If the price right, I probably would. I'm a sucker.
So he ended up picking them up, paid a fair price on them. But what it comes down to, and then he asked me for some advice. First, he asked me if he should purchase them or not. And I said, yeah, you should. And I gave him an idea as to what to pay on it. And then I gave him a little bit of a tip. And anybody out there who runs into this, follow this tip. They were all from the same newspaper, which is key. Organize them. Take the time to sort them. And the reason why is because sometimes they change the comic inside. You're going to get the most money if you list all of the comics that are in there. Well, they don't generally have Blondie in on January 1st, take Blondie out on January 8th, put Blondie back in on January 15th. They tend to have the same 12 or 16 comics every single week. And if they take Blondie out, she's out for the duration, and now they've replaced her with whatever. I can't. You would think I'd remember a comic strip, Little Abner. They replaced her with Little Abner. So if you have them in order, you don't have to change your listing down below. So that's a quick little tip there on that. And then he asked me, would you buy car magazines, decent shape, 1960s through 1980s? That was pretty much my opinion.
Yeah.
About 800 of them, I believe. He asked me about that, and I said to him, yes, but go a quarter a piece on them. And then I suggested to him that a way to get rid of them would be to lot them out by years. You're going to leave money on the table, but you'll get rid of them that way. People do buy those by the years.
I thought you were going to say bonfire to get rid of them. But
if it gets cold, that would work.
Sure.
But then he asked me, how do you pass up deals like that? You know you're going to make money off them. How do you pass up deals like that? And we're probably asking the wrong person because you don't pass up deals like that.
Well, years ago, I certainly would not. At this point, I pass up a lot of car mag deals. I always ask them what are their titles, and they're generally the common titles.
Road and Track, Motor
that
Trend,
stuff.
and the like.
If they have obscure stuff, now I'm fine with that. I'll buy anything that's oddball, special editions or yearly, annual, stuff like that. Sure, no problem. But, those thousands of the same title from, 1970 to present, we'll never list it anymore at this point.
So I picked up a couple of deals, and this is what got me thinking. And I'm going to ask you if you would purchase them. Picked up, I'm going to guess, 75 pieces of sheet music.
No.
Okay, there you go. That was nice and easy.
Now, maybe if they're turn of the century, those bigger ones, the great artwork, possibly. But, they're going to get thrown in the corner regardless of how good they are.
See, and I picked it up for $5.
Nice.
I figure I'm paying, 7 cents per piece?
Yeah.
So I know Auction Professor, friend of the channel, knows an awful lot about them, and he would have probably have just gone through them and picked out like 3 of them that he wanted or 5 of them that he wanted. He would know what the good ones are. I don't know what the good ones are because I don't tend to deal in that a lot. But what I do, and if you pick up a lot of sheet music, try the same thing. If you list on Amazon, the vast majority of sheet music is on Amazon. Now it goes for generally for the common stuff, and believe it or not, some of the most common stuff are the movie star cover, or not
Right,
movie
yeah.
star, but the movie covers.
Soundtracks,
You know,
yeah.
exactly, with Frank Sinatra on the cover, Bing
Right.
Crosby, that kind of thing. Those are actually fairly common. What I do is I'll pick up the pile and I'll search on Amazon, and it'll be again, I can't think of a movie soundtrack. You think I would know one,
Grease.
but that's a little too new. Bye Bye Birdie,
Oh, there
something
you go,
from
yeah.
Bye Bye Birdie. There you go. And we're the only people online talking about Bye Bye Birdie right now. And it's got Rosalind Russell cover or whatever. I don't even know who was in Bye
And
Bye
Margaret.
Birdie. Could she sing?
I don't know.
Do-
if it was
doesn't
her voice.
matter.
I don't know if it's her voice or not, but I think she did sing.
Doesn't matter if she could sing or not. But I'll go on, and it'll usually be a $4 or $5 sheet music on Amazon.
Right.
Plus, you get $3.99 shipping. So I go through and I list it at Amazon, 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 Amazon. Every once in a while, you find something that's not on Amazon. Jackpot! If it's not on Amazon, it's probably a pretty good piece. Those I take and I list on eBay. So out of that pile of 75, I've listed 15, 20 of them, and I think 3 of them have gone on eBay. The rest have gone on Amazon. But minimally, if I'm listing them at $4 plus $4 shipping, minimally I'm getting $8 a piece out of them.
Right.
Minimally.
Yeah.
Now they're long tail, but I'm getting $8 a piece. I'm paying 7 cents a piece. How do you not do that?
No, it's not bad. One of my employees loves listing them on Amazon.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know, for whatever reason, yeah. He finds a few here and you probably leave them at my shop just randomly all over the place. Finds them, puts them on quickly, gets it over with.
They just kind of fall. It's like
Yeah.
manna from the heavens.
Yeah.
The other lot that I purchased, that let's see if you would have any interest at all in or not, was roughly, I'm going to say, 80 prints from the turn of the century, but turn of the last century. So, or 2 centuries ago, I guess it would be now. So 1800s prints, roughly 80 of them, I paid $83 for.
So what I would do in this case, which if I never had prints before in the last 20 years, I would not buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that I have probably hundreds, if not thousands, of prints sitting in my garage at my shop,
You would add 80. You would add 80.
I
of
would
them to
buy
the
them on
pile.
purpose because it would give me a reason to list all the other ones. So now I'd pile them up just like all those cells. We still haven't gotten the cells on yet, but we have them all together. We're ready to go. With prints, I would buy them, get the ones from the garage, put them all together, start listing them then. Gives me a reason to buy them
Mm-hmm.
and list them.
I did some research on them after I purchased them because I know that a couple of them are from the late 1700s. I just know
nice.
enough that something from 1795 and 1820 in decent shape is worth more than $1, which is essentially what I paid on them.
Gotta be, yeah.
And I ended up listing a bunch of them at, well, I'm asking a little bit high on them, but I'm asking $40 a piece with free shipping.
Right.
Figure they got to be worth realistically $25 a piece.
Yeah.
So if you're talking 80 times 25, you're talking $2,000 that I picked up for $80,
Nice.
$83.
Yeah.
The stuff is out there. And the nice thing about buying in lots is most of the time, nobody's going to search the entire lot. Or if they do search the entire lot, how are they going to search it?
Well, as best they can on their phone. Are you talking like at a sale or something?
Well, I'm even talking somebody or other. You go to a dealer that hasn't, even he's been around for a while, doesn't matter. He's got 5,045 records.
Yeah.
How well did he search
No,
it?
he's just skimming.
He skimmed it? Or if he did search it, did he search it yesterday?
No.
He searched it, a lot comes in. Even he does good searches on it.
Yeah.
He searches it and he picks out the 10 best. He's got a price point in his mind, whether it's $8, $10, $15. Anything below that price point, he puts aside. Well, to come up with 5,000 records, 100 of them came in today, he picked 10 out, so 90 go in that pile.
Right.
How long does it take him to build up 5,000 records? Years.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he may have searched it, but he searched it in 2016.
Yeah.
You're buying it today. Market has changed.
Sure.
What's the other advantage to buying that lot off of him?
Why don't you tell us?
Well, I'm glad you asked. He searched it. In his mind, what is it?
We're talking about prints or records.
Any of them.
Oh.
He searched them already. In his mind, what are they? They're junk.
Well, for the most part.
Yeah, because he's already searched them. He's pulled all the good things out. He's got a pile of 5,000 records that in his head
Yeah.
are garbage.
Yeah, if he cherry picked them, yeah,
Right.
there's nothing left. Yeah.
In his head.
Right.
So how much are you going to pay for him? dirt. You're going to
Well,
pay
he'll sell
pennies.
them. Yeah, he'll sell them cheap for that reason too.
Because in his head,
Yeah.
this guy wants these.
Right.
Clears
I
up
don't
all
want
this
to.
room.
I don't want to store them. I'll never list them or get to them. And
They're not worth listening because they're all garbage. Sure. What do you? Geez, and he might in his head think, well, $1 a piece is $5,000, so a dime a piece is $500. And you come in and he's asking $500 for them, and you're like, geez, I don't see anything all that good. You know, especially if you have you've dealt with the guy before. Like, you searched these, didn't you? Yeah, I kind of did. Yeah, I can't really give it 500. I haven't seen anything good yet.
Yeah,
just give me 200. Get them out of here. And all of a sudden, you're paying absolutely nothing for them. Well, you pay that even if you take them and you lot them out by genre. You lot them out by artist.
right.
You can make money on them. So I guess the question is, when do you not buy? It's such a tough question.
Well, I could take a couple pictures and let you know.
But you still buy?
Yeah, I still buy. There's always something that piques my interest or that I can make money on.
So I guess there's a lot of people out there that are kind of new to the game. A lot of people watching us that don't deal in a lot of the stuff that we deal in. If you have an opportunity to get a gigantic lot, do it. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Do it. Now, the only time it doesn't work out for you is if you don't list it, which unfortunately we're both in a position where we don't end up listing everything that we get.
Yeah.
But you are going to learn. Nobody is perfect. I mean, I could throw together a lot of stuff, and if it's the same type stuff, there will be good stuff that slips through the cracks.
Oh yeah.
Or you'll get it, and you'll think of a way to market it. You'll go, hey, this piece of sheet music has, I don't know, a clown on the cover. I'm going to market it as having a clown on the cover and put it in the circus section with clown.
Yeah.
And everybody else is listing it just because of the movie title. Or you're going to say, I'm going to list it in the entertainment section where everybody else is listing in the sheet music section. Buy the big lots if you've got the room and you've got the money. And again, we're talking about buying these big lots for pennies on the dollar. Definitely worth doing. Certainly, by all means, if you have the opportunity to pick something or other up and you do want some advice, contact us. We're easy enough to find out there. You can comment down below. Our email is out there. We do answer emails. We do answer all comments. I realize that a lot of times time is of the essence because you see it on Facebook or you see it on Craigslist and you got to know right away.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to answer you and say, yeah, we think it's a good deal, or no, that's a little bit overpriced. We certainly will give guidance to people on that.
Yeah.
And pass it along to us maybe.
Exactly.
We're definitely looking to buy. So hopefully that helps you some. If you could comment down below, that would be great. Hit the like button. That really does help the channel a lot. And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.